Hello, how are you? Today I'm going to tell you about 3 medications that can impair your memory, slow down your thinking, and even lead to dementia. Many people use these medications for months, even years, without knowing they could be causing irreversible damage to their brains. You need to know which medications these are. Stay with me until the end because you won't want to miss this. Before we start, I want to ask you, how old are you? Do you have any personal or family history of dementia? Does anyone in your family have Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or any type of dementia? I would love to see your comment. And while you're at it, leave a like on the video. If you enjoy videos like this, talking more about neurological health and cognitive topics, I'll know you like this kind of content, and I'll bring more videos like this for you. The first medication on our list is drugs with strong anticholinergic action, such as older types of antidepressants like amitriptyline. The problem is that these medications block the action of acetylcholine, which is a neurotransmitter essential for memory, learning, and attention. Within this group, besides that antidepressant, there are also first-generation antihistamines such as diphenhydramine and medications for overactive bladder like oxybutynin. And the problem is that when they are used for a long time, they reduce the brain's ability to create new connections. These connections are very important. Our brain is always producing these new connections throughout our lives, and that's what keeps our minds active and resistant to aging. And studies show that accumulated use over many years can increase the risk of dementia by up to 50%, especially in the elderly. So, if that's the case, if you use these medications, it's important that you talk to your doctor. Remember that the purpose of this video is not to make you stop taking your medication on your own. That can be very dangerous for you. The idea is always to let you know that this possibility exists so you can take this information to your doctor, sit down with them, talk it over, and consider another option that might be possible, right? That could be viable for you to make this substitution. Never stop taking medication on your own. I've already talked about the first group, the anticholinergics. Now let's move on to the second group, which are the benzodiazepines. These are widely used: clonazepam, diazepam, lorazepam. You've probably heard of them or know someone who has used them. They are used for anxiety, insomnia, panic attacks. Unfortunately, there are people who take them on their own, even though these are controlled substances that require a prescription. They are still sold on the black market, unfortunately, and many people buy and use them without medical supervision, which they shouldn't. They work by increasing the effect of GABA, which is the neurotransmitter that slows down brain activity. This actually brings quick relief, and that's also why it can be addictive, right? Because the feeling of well-being is very good, but it can also impair the formation of new memories. This is a very bad side effect. Using it for days or weeks can even be safe, for a short period of time. But if you extend it for months or even years, it can increase the risk of dependence, cognitive decline, and falls. And these falls in the elderly can change their lives forever. So I have an entire video here talking more about diazepam, clonazepam, lorazepam, these benzodiazepines, and why they are so contraindicated nowadays. If you have anxiety, if you have depression, there are several new generation medications that will provide you with therapeutic relief. You don't have to go without medication for this, but there are many medications that won't affect your cognitive function, won't cause dementia, and are safe for you. Talk to your psychiatrist or your doctor. Never take medication on your own. That can be extremely dangerous for you. The third group of medications are the Z-drug hypnotics like zolpidem and zopiclone, which are those medications that help you sleep. They seem to help, right? Because they make you fall asleep, but they alter your sleep pattern and can cause very serious side effects. Sleep may seem longer, but it's a dangerous sleep, not a restorative one. The deep sleep stages and REM sleep, which are essential for consolidating memory, become compromised. And over time, this can lead to mental fatigue, difficulty concentrating, and memory lapses. People do absurd things when they use these medications and don't even remember. There are people who drive, get in their car, make phone calls, or shop with their credit card. There have even been cases of people who committed crimes while taking these medications and didn't even know it. They were actually arrested because they committed crimes under the influence of these drugs and, poor things, had no idea because these medications affect extremely complex areas of the brain. And of course, they can cause dementia, right? They deeply affect your brain. So ideally, you should avoid taking these medications as much as possible. They are dangerous, can cause many side effects, and lately, they must be used with extreme caution and always under supervision. They should never be used on your own under any circumstances. I have a playlist here about how to improve your sleep. Of course, the idea is not at all to replace these medications because they are extremely strong, but a natural approach can help you induce sleep in a more natural way, reduce stress and anxiety, help you get into sleep mode, practice good sleep hygiene, and help you, right, to improve your sleep. That is super important. I'll leave this playlist down below. Remember that I also have a playlist about memory, mind, and brain to boost your brain and better nourish your mind. I'll leave that playlist down below as well. Have you ever taken either an anticholinergic, a benzodiazepine, or a Z-type hypnotic? Tell me down below if you've ever taken these medications for a specific period or if you've been taking them for a long time. Did you have any issues? Any effects on your brain, on your cognitive function? Has anyone you know ever experienced any side effects? Let me know. I'd love to read your comment. Remember to like the video. It really helps me out. Share it with someone who will enjoy it or who needs it. Let's work together to expand this chain of good because that's what I want with the channel. See you next time. Bye.